So there's three groups that hang out down here at the Trout Centre. There's the Tongariro National Trout Centre Society. So these are people who are crazy mad about fly fishing, absolutely love it, and want to tell everybody about it. Have any of you guys gone fly fishing before? Oh, a few. Anyone caught trout? Anyone eaten trout? Oh, so there's a few people around here. So in Lake Taupo, a lot of people go out on their boats and catch fish, but here in the rivers, a lot of the anglers, which is a name for fishermen or fisherwomen, they like to go fly fishing. So they get big waders on, which are like big thick rubber, and they actually wade out into the middle of the river. There's a very fancy way in which you flick your rod backwards and forwards and then cast and flick it out, hopefully putting that hook right in front of the trout's mouth. And it's a very relaxing sport out in the beautiful wild, in the bush, in the lovely rivers, and you get to catch some food and take it home because trout's quite yummy. So like Ranger Mike was saying, people come all over the world to fish our trout here. And so we've got the Trout Centre here, and the Department of Conservation, how we're related to this place is that the Department of Conservation have fishery scientists who look after the trout and make sure there's enough trout here to keep fishing, and we look after them. So we all love water here, and the reason why is because trout love water. Not only do trout love water, but so do our native fish will be interested in seeing soon. And there's a special bird who lives in this area and likes surfing the rivers. Does anyone know the name of this New Zealand bird? Kingfishers do like fishing. Yeah, they're pretty cool. They'll like go underwater and dive for their fish. This is bigger than a kingfisher.
A shag or a seagull.
Yep, these guys like fish too. It's a duck, but it's a New Zealand duck.
Isn't it the blue duck?
Yes, the blue duck. And its Māori name is Phil. The blue duck's on the blue $10 note, if you look next time, okay? So these are a very special bird that also love the rivers around here. And they're special because they're endangered, but they're also special because they're amazing. They surf the rapids, and the little ducklings are born with big giant feet so that they can surf straight away. So they're like whitewater rafters. They cruise down the river. But all these animals in common, native fish, trout and phil, love fresh water. And it has to be very clean for these animals to live in. So you will not find trout in dirty water. You will not find blue duck in dirty water. And nor most of our native fish. They all need clean, beautiful fresh water. So they're very lucky to live in the Lake Taupo area and the Tongariro rivers. You guys will be going to see these rivers soon, and you'll see how crystal clear that water is. If we made some mistakes and dirtied that water, no more trout, no more blue duck, and no more native fish. So this is why we celebrate beautiful fresh water here. And over here in this new display, we call water blue gold. Why may we choose that to be the title of this display?
Because water has to be clear and sort of shiny and all that like gold.
Oh, shiny like gold. Yeah, I like it. Any more ideas?
Water's precious like gold.
There you go. So it's very, very precious. We've only got so much fresh water in the world, and it turns from snow, like you guys are going to see at Whakapapa, and then it melts into the rivers, and then it evaporates up into the sky. And you know what you guys have learned about the water cycle? Yeah. Okay, so it just keeps on going, keeps on going. But if we dirty and pollute some of that water with chemicals and dirt, then that gets taken out of the water cycle. We don't have so much fresh water left. We've got all these fish and birds depending on that clean water, and all of us humans depend on clean water. So this is a big celebration of fresh water. There's a kids' room in here about trout. Through in this room is the biggest trout ever caught in Lake Taupo. They traced it on a door. And around the corner you'll find a celebration of fishing, and you might be able to find out what poaching is. So I'm going to give you guys about 5 minutes.